Right, hello boys and girls. Today I'm going to tell you a little story that happened a very, very long time ago. 80 years ago exactly. So the story is from 1940. 1940. And today we're in 2020. So it happened in October of 1940. That's 80 years ago. A very long time ago. Can you guys count up to 80 for me? When this video is finished, try and count and see how long it is. So I'm going to tell you a story about Greece and a special war that took place in 1940. Now if we look at the map of the world, South Africa is right at the bottom here. So Africa is this light beige color and South Africa is a smiley face at the bottom. Now if you follow the string, this is where Greece is. Right over here, part of this pink-red continent called Europe. Now, in 1940, boys and girls, there was a terrible war all over Europe and even other parts of the world. And what had happened was that the enemy wanted to take over Greece. Now, Greece is a tiny little country. It's surrounded by two beautiful seas, the Ionian Sea and the Aegean Sea. But it's also got neighbors. Your neighbor is the person that's the closest to your house. Now the closest country to Greece is Albania. And what had happened was the enemy had crossed into Albania and they wanted to take over Greece. Now think of it like this. Think of the enemy being a big, big giant. Like the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk. And Greece is Jack. Small little Jack. A small little country. And this big giant knocks on your door and says, we want to come and take over Greece. And the Greek people said, hang on, if you take over Greece, you're going to take away our country, you're going to take away our flag, you're going to take away our church, you're going to take away the way we dress, you're going to take away our food, our dance, our music. We don't want that. So on the 28th of October, early in the morning, the Prime Minister of Greece, which was a man by the name of Ioannis Metaxas, can you see? It's a black and white picture because in those days they didn't have colored pictures. So it's a very old photo of the Prime Minister. He said, no, I'm not going to let the enemy come into Greece. So all the people of Greece together said they're going to fight the enemy. They're going to fight and they're not going to allow our beautiful Greece to be taken over by the enemy. So there's a special word in Greek that says no. And that is the word ochi. Can you say ochi? Ochi. So here is our word ochi. Ochi. Ioannis Metaxas and the people of Greece said, ochi, you will not come into Greece. You will not take over our country. And all the people of Greece came out on the streets, boys and girls, whether they were traditional people, sailors, nurses, toliadas, the army, teachers, doctors, people that lived in the towns and villages, they all said, ochi. And on the 28th of October, from 1940 till today, we celebrate. Because you know what the Greek people managed to do? They sent their soldiers to the mountains of Albania and Greece. And it was cold, it was winter, there was snow, there was no food. The soldiers didn't have the right clothing. And the ladies and the women and the mothers and the yayadas and the grannies, they would all sit and knit to keep the soldiers warm. And for 6 months, these soldiers fought bravely to keep the enemy away. And the whole world stopped and said, wow, a little country like Greece said no to a giant. And every year on the 28th of October, we celebrate Greece. We celebrate the people of Greece. And we celebrate the Greeks all over the world. Our grandfathers and our grandmothers and everybody that fought in the war for freedom and equality and democracy. And our school society believes in that. Saheti believes everybody's got the right to freedom and democracy and equality. And we are very, very proud of that.